So you guys might be wondering, how is it that I'm able to train in this tiny apartment? Or perhaps, what gym equipment am I using to achieve my fat loss goals? Well, maintain your focus, because in this video, we are going to go over this week's stats and what my home gym setup looks like. Hey everyone, welcome back. This is week 8. How are you guys doing with your fat loss goals? Let me know below in the comment section. Now, for those who are new here, welcome. My name is Gabe, and this channel is all about optimizing human performance and potential. These videos are part of my 12-week fat loss transformation series, where I'll go over my stats, my thoughts and experiences, and share this along with you to help you with your process towards your fat loss goals. Additionally, the intent here is to become the case study in demonstrating how we may be able to optimize our human performances and discover our potential through physical transformation or a personal challenge. Essentially, pushing ourselves and discovering what we are truly made of. All right, so with all that being said, let's dive into week 8's stats.
All right, so what you could see here is that my daily average for this week is 189.3 pounds. My average measurements for my waist is 32.88 inches. Neck is a consistent 15 inch, giving me a approximate 15.23% of body fat. My overall weight loss change or loss for this week was negative 0.5. My daily calories were 1775, 25, 97. And then on Saturday, I had a refeed of 2,400 because I am getting leaner, and I am noticing how now that I'm approaching the sub 15% mark, my energy levels are varying a little bit, and I wanted to make sure, because I am doing high intensity interval training, and I also changed up a little bit on my workouts, so I'm adding more volume, more repetitions, and so on and so forth. So my energy is starting to be a little bit more depleted as I am dropping some weight. But by having this refeed, it gives me somewhat of a break and replenishing slightly the glycogen storage in my body. But as you can see, overall, the average caloric intake for this week was 1,866. As far as cardio and the caloric intake, no changes have been made. I am losing weight and I am seeing a noticeable difference. So from this point forward, I can only maintain and continue doing what it is that I'm doing now in hopes to see any progressive changes in the following week.
All right, so you guys ready to see my gym? My Tao of Iron, aka the place of the way of iron? Let's begin. All right, so look what we have here. Keeping it original, starting off with bands. So when this quarantine first started, I had no idea, obviously, how long it was going to be. So I didn't want to spend money on, higher end gear and things like that, because I didn't know, right? I thought maybe after a month or two, things would be back to normal. So what I ended up doing was investing on some of these bands, which I thought at the time would be a great idea to change some of my training modalities and styles, to work on my stability, to work and improve my mobility at the same time, but also work on calisthenics or muscular endurance. I think that was one area I was starting to get weak at, but I also thought at the time I found to be very beneficial in my training program. More on that later at another time. But in the meantime, this is where it all began here, right? I started out with bands. The only biggest con I have here with bands is that it's hard to measure any progress. Progressive overloading and things like that is very difficult. While I do have various bands in different colors and whatnot, it's hard to measure the grip width, the positioning of, let's say, a push-up. Sometimes I might have the band a little too high on my shoulder blades, or the grip might be, or the width of the press might be too wide, too narrow. So it's hard to have some type of consistency and at the same time something that was measurable, which made it very difficult to see any results long term. I was getting stronger. I was thinking, I was able to do a lot more with more loading of the bands. But that was my biggest con, and I noticed at that point in time, hey, look, quarantine's still in effect. What can I do to make some more interesting variations or training modalities within the apartment? So that's where we're gonna go up next. All right, here is cast iron plates. 20, 35, and 45. Actually, correction, I believe this one's 30. Let me double check. Yeah, 30. That one is 20, 30, and 45. The first one I bought was this one back in Barstow when I was rucking. Again, a journey, a story perhaps shared another time in a particular pursuit that I had in mind. Started using a 45-pound plate to help me with my work capacity for rucking. So the plates here are very helpful to have. I think everyone could benefit from having one. And I say that because sometimes when we do functional fitness, especially at home, I don't have kettlebells and neither would I want to invest in them at the moment. I think having these plates are a little bit more, I would say, functional because you can actually ruck with them. You can do shoulder presses with them. You could modify your means to do some kettlebell-ish movements, right? I think these are all beneficial and can help you with that. So as far as my functional fitness cardio, I think this was super helpful on some of those exercises, and I think it could be a good idea for you to have in your arsenal as well. All right, so here we have a pull-up bar. I think having a pull-up bar is a great thing for each and every one of you. In fact, if you're not having like a home gym setup still, I think having a pull-up bar is the right thing for you to do. Why? There's many benefits. Obviously, the fact that you're gonna build some upper body strength, back strength, pulling strength. I think it's just that for many of us who do sit down, you have no idea how beneficial it is to have a strong back, especially mid-back. This helps a lot with ensuring a stable and structural posture. And that's why I have this here to help me out with that. But additionally, to help me maintain my 15+ rep range of pull-ups, because doing it consistently without burning out allows us to have the skill set of doing a pull-up properly. And again, I think every one of you would benefit in having something like this. Additionally, it's super affordable. So just maybe something to consider. While we're here, I want to show you guys an accessory that I have in addition to my gym equipment. And this is the pulley, cable pulley, all right? This I think and find to be extremely helpful to have for me in my gym equipment that I use at home to change up my workouts. I use this for bicep curls, rear delt pulls, face pulls, cable pulls, sitting or lying down cable face pulls. All beneficial and extremely helpful for ensuring that you have that proper posture and right in the middle of your back between here and the scapular blades. I think those are muscle groups that a lot of us tend to get deconditioned in, especially me because I do sit down a lot and I'm kind of hunched over. It's just part of the process. But having something like this ensures that you can have a strong and stable back posture. And I think, again, this is freaking awesome. I'll put this information in the description box just in case you guys want to know for yourself. All right, so here we have the Cyclist stationary bike. I'm gonna just tell you right now that there's probably over hundreds, possibly even thousands, I don't know, online of stationary bikes that you could find. I saw one recently at Costco. I kind of regret that I didn't give that an opportunity. However, let me just say that I'm very, very picky with what I buy off of Amazon. So with that being said, after doing numerous hours, it's kind of embarrassed to admit that, but after doing numerous hours of research, I found this, and this has done me very good. This is what I do my list cardio, which is low intensity, steady state, or I also do HIIT, which this can handle, by the way, high intensity interval training to help me burn those calories that I need to attain and achieve my fat loss goals. Here is the cap strength bench. I think this is freaking phenomenal. It does the job. It was a risk, a hit or miss with Amazon's reviews, which is 50-50, some of the expectations not being met and the actual quality and how it was delivered, so on and so forth. Especially you think about it with the recent boom of people trying to work out from home, given the quarantine and the situation we're all in, it makes sense. There's a lot of people buying these benches. Again, I was very lucky. Mine came good to go. Everything was working and functional. I can't guarantee that it may be the same for you. However, what I will do, at least at this point, is demonstrate how cool this thing is. What makes this thing so cool? Well, it goes all the way upright when you're doing a shoulder press. And there's a lot of benches out there that don't fully go upright, meaning it stops like right about here, just about. And that kind of sucks, right? That's almost like an incline. I like it fully upright. So that's one advantage that I realized when I saw this bench. I'm like, yo, Cap is a pretty good brain. Let me give him a shot. Additionally, this one here can also be adjusted if you are doing incline exercises. Not bad. Simple and effective. Also affordable. And of course, last but certainly not the least, the Newell dumbbells. Here we have the pair that's 80 pounds, and here we have the pair that's 70 pounds. This one's in kilos, this one's in pounds. The rotation dial, both of them is smooth. While this one's the older model, this is the newer model. And this one is much more smoothy. So anyway, let me tell you right now, right off the bat, these both are extremely expensive. All right, this is why I saved it for last. If you notice, some of the things were a little bit more affordable, and the higher the scale I went up on the gym equipment, the more expensive it got. So clearly, this is the last one that I have here. And after being a year or close to a year in quarantine, I said, screw it. I need to make this decision and take this investment for myself on buying gym equipment that's going to help me attain and achieve my fat loss goals. And certainly these guys are pulling through. And that's it. Pretty cool, right? I may not know when the gym will open back up again. And when it does, I will go. But for right now, this is all I have. And I will make the best of it. By the way, I'm gonna put a link for all of the gym equipment that I've shown you guys, because I did buy them off of all of them from Amazon. And I'll put them in the description box should you decide to look into it, or perhaps may want to acquire something similar of my gym setup, because I can understand that many of us don't have houses or don't have anything luxurious yet, because I know you will one day. But hey, like I said, this is all I have. This is what I'm gonna work with. And I know in my heart, as I grow, yo, this gym, this freaking Tao of Iron is also gonna grow. That's it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching and supporting this channel. If you like this video, do me a favor, hit the like button. And if you're new to this channel or haven't done so already, subscribe. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. But till then, if you are striving to become a better person, stronger, confident, courageous, and resilient, intention and effort is everything. So breathe, focus, and be one with the iron.